brunch, lunch, or dinner. If it's good enough for us, it's good enough for you, because we've got your black. So head on over to Lionel's Soul Food Cuisine at 8501 South Vermont Avenue in Los Angeles and tell Lionel you heard about it on KBLA Talk 1580.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good.
It's the best of Nina Simone, all 3 hours of our program today. June is Black Music Month, as you know, and you know how we do it. We choose a different artist of the day and play the best of their catalog. And so today, all 3 hours, we've been playing some of the best of Nina Simone. What an amazing, amazing artist. And it's our honor to bring you some of her best product over the 3 hours of this program today. We are in our third and final hour. Vulture hails him as stand-up comedy's most prolific storyteller. That's high cotton, as they say down south, to be referred to as a prolific storyteller. Comedian Ali Siddiq has a new comedy special called Rugged. He joins us today in this hour of our program. Before I get to him, though, here's the trailer for the new comedy special called Rugged.
I wanna start by doing this. If you are not handy, you might want to learn to fix something. Because for some reason, when you're not handy, you get totally disrespected. Man, them people don't love me in my house because I can't fix stuff. I heard something crawling around in my attic the other day, and I turned the heat up to 96. Whatever's up there is going to suffocate, and it's going to die, and the housekeeper going to go up there and get it. I'm not messing with it. It's the thing that makes the water hot. He said the hot water heater. I say, if that's the technical name of it. Grass just high on safari out there. Grass just high. So I decide I'm gonna go get a lawnmower. I'm gonna cut it myself. Man, let me tell y'all something. I didn't know that a lawnmower didn't come already assembled. You gotta assemble it. Oh, I said I wasn't handy. Don't lean back on me, dog. I told you I wasn't handy. Boy, they always try to make you feel bad. I tell you, boy. And y'all, I'm a trained fighter. When something come in my head, boom. Now, what you can't do is do that on a ladder. I'm gonna just say you can't do that on a ladder. I hard step. I'm off the ladder. Let me tell y'all something, man. I hit my head on the top of the door, okay? I'm out. I never took my truck to the mechanic. I would just go outside and lift my hood up. And be waiting for my neighbor Jose to come outside. Jose come out, my friend, what's wrong, my friend? I'm like, I don't know. Once Jose come over there and call Manuel and Carlos, shit, I just go in the house with the ladies. Boy, you electrocute yourself one time and all of a sudden somebody watching over you.
Ali Siddiq, you know you're wrong for that, man. You know you're wrong for doing Jose like that, man. Why would you do Jose that way?
Hey, brother Smiley, I told him how high I wanted my grass.
Yeah.
And sometimes the customer's not right.
That man explained to me, brother, that's not how you do it. Hey, man, don't come around here if you can't do like I said.
Yeah. Ali, first of all, welcome to this program. I am honored to have you on. Let me start by formally asking, how are you, sir?
Oh, I am wonderful, King. I cannot be any better. It is a blessing and an honor to be on your show. I've always wanted to talk to you, sitting down with you. This is, I'm gonna say this before we even start. I have learned a lot in these last couple of months because, you always keep growing. Mm-hmm. Black people judge success based upon what they watch. Mm. And people was telling me, oh, you was on Club Shay Shay. You made it. We done blew up now. These same people didn't call me when I was on Good Morning America. And when I got this call, when I got this message, Brother Tavis, I said, oh, here we go now. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is you and Don Lemon are the pinnacle. Mm. This is when you really didn't sit down with somebody. I'm calling people. Hey, brother, wait till you see this next. I ain't gonna tell you who it is. Yeah. Just know I have arrived, brother. This is when you get into real Black America here, man. Ooh, brother, I am excited.
Let me tell you, I'm just as excited to have you on this program, and I appreciate your fine and kind compliments. Let me just say, though, a story you'll appreciate. I was laughing so hard when you talked about being on Club Shay Shay. Negroes ain't call you on Good Morning America, but they call you when they see you on Club Shay Shay. I'm one of 10 kids. I've got 9 brothers and sisters, and I kid you not, I was on the cover of Vanity Fair. I was on the cover of Time magazine. I was on the cover of Newsweek. I could do this all day long if I had the time. My career, thankfully, took off. I'm on the cover of all these publications. None of my siblings said anything to me about any of that. But when I got on the cover of Jet magazine, them Negroes lost their mind. They went to the store, bought every copy of Jet they could find, passed it out in my hometown to all their friends. Time magazine did not matter. Vanity Fair didn't matter. Newsweek. But when they saw their brother on the cover of Jet, I had arrived. So I relate to your story. I'm delighted to have Ali Siddiq for the hour. Going to be a great conversation with him when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel.
Hope, agency, dignity. This is Tavis Smiley.
Can you dig it? Come on! $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PUSH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PUSH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PUSH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Make a move into a home of your own. With City National Bank's Ladder Up Home Loan Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 that you never need to pay back. Use it toward your down payment, save on closing costs, or to buy down your mortgage rate. Find out more at cnb.com/ladderuphome. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Property must be in a qualifying market in California, New York, or New Jersey. Additional terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms are subject to change without notice. City National Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC. NMLS number 536994.
BET and PBS, The Tom Joyner Morning Show, and NPR, the cover of Jet and the cover of Time. #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 20 honorary doctorate degrees, a dozen NAACP Image Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, From talk shows to talk radio, nobody's ever done it better. You like that? This is Tavis Smiley.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text EQUAL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text EQUAL to 321-321. That's EQUAL to 321-321.
Let's get back to more of this rich dialogue with Tavis Smiley.
Put a spell on you. Cause you're mine. You better stop the things you do. I ain't lying. No, I ain't lying. You know I can't stand it. You're running around. You know better, Daddy. I can't stand it 'cause you put me down. Yeah, yeah. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
Ali Siddiq, you ever had anybody put a spell on you? One of them sisters put a spell on you?
Yeah. She's in that sleep.
Say that again?
She's in that sleep right now.
Yeah. You said she's in there asleep right now.
Right now.
She put a spell on you, Ali?
Yeah, man, and she was 20 when I was performing at a college, and she was 20 and I saw her.
I saw her.
And I was so impressed that she had on a belt. I was so impressed. She had a shirt, she had a white shirt and some jeans on, and she had on a belt. Because I didn't like that women didn't wear belts because it just didn't look together to me. And she had on a belt that matched her sandals. And I was like, what? And I called her a fox. I said, "You a stone cold fox." And she said, "What?" and had the worst attitude. And I said, "Why you talking crazy? You need to go get that pepper out your teeth." And it's been on since then.
I'm just laughing because it's always fascinating to me how people get together. We had Kenny Lattimore and Faith Jenkins, great singer Kenny Lattimore and his wife, TV judge Faith Jenkins. They were in studio earlier this week, and I was fascinated by how they connected. But their story can't top yours. I have never heard a story of a brother being attracted to a woman initially because she was wearing a belt. I'm going to hold on to that, Ali. So
it just was a neat look, like she was complete.
Yeah.
And so I think because I'm a Libra, I like balance. So I like all things to add up. Like, why you walk around without a belt on? Like, you got belt loose on your pants with no belt? That's crazy.
I ain't mad at you. Speaking of being neat, so I'm in studio here in L.A. This program, of course, syndicated. You're being heard all across the country right now. As I always say, for syndication, I am eternally grateful to be heard in markets, New York, Chicago, Philly, Detroit, Albuquerque, Kentucky, all across the country. This program is heard right now. But it just so happens that one of my dear friends and brothers is in town today because we're doing a big thing for C-SPAN tonight. We're recording a major conversation for C-SPAN tonight, and he's in town for that conversation. It will air tomorrow night on C-SPAN, but we're recording it tonight here in Los Angeles. So he came in town a little early, and he's actually sitting in my studio right now looking at me with headphones on, listening to you and cracking up. And I've never met anybody who's as neat as he is. He's always in his three-piece black suit. So, Ali, just say hello right quick to Dr. Cornel West.
I knew you was going to say it. Okay.
My dear brother.
Brother, let me tell you something. Brother, if it's nobody else in this world that want to sit down with both of you brothers, I'm talking about, brother. And when you said, as soon as you said black suit, I said, he not finna say it. He not finna. I'm talking about, bruh. I'm talking about the neatest brother with the most tatted afro, got his gap going. I'm talking about modern day Frederick Douglass. Brother. I gotta pull myself together, brother, because you about to bring me to tears, brother. It's on, brother. This is breathtaking to have both iconic intellects of this generation, man, on the same, bro.
Well, brother, I can tell you this, man, that you got a special kind of anointment as an artist, that special something that Richard Pryor had, that Dick Gregory had, Moms Mabley had. Can't nobody define it, but everybody can feel it because it comes through your heart, mind, soul, and body. So I'm saluting you, my brother.
Brother, and brother, I thank you, and I'm little bro, I'm always more together than this, and right, this is like when I met Dick Gregory. I was such a fan and a student to his mind.
Yes.
And how he thought of things and how he overcome, despair. Like he was in like some of the hardest situations. And
that's true,
brother. You brothers speak truth to power, and even when I don't agree, I go back and I listen again to get a stronger argument for my standings on what I believe in and some of the things that I think that could help in our communities. So this is why I do my story the way that I do it. I do stand up the way that I do it. And it's always a message in my stand up. And whether I'm honored or not by the masses, you brothers, man, it is phenomenal, brother, to even be in y'all presence, brother. It's a great honor. It is
brother,
a great
we
honor.
We salute you. I salute you. And we love you, brother. It's all about fun and funk and faith and family and that something.
Yeah.
And brother,
he was
and Tavis, I'm gonna say this. Mm-hmm. I was solid on your name. I've been solid on your name for years. When I first with the first portion, I was actually thinking, because the brother said his name is not Travis, it's Tavis. I'm like, I know his name, but now I'm second guessing myself. I'm like, did I say Travis?
No. It's just it's a command. It's a command that my producers give every guest before they come on. There are folk I've known for 30 years who will slip up and say Travis every now and then. So it happens. So it's just a command. You did not mess up. They just do that at the outset. But I'm glad that Doc is here, because he, as is true to who Cornel West is, when he walks in studio, he says, "Tell me more about this brother Ali Siddiq. I want to know more about this brother." So I start telling him that you're from Houston. I tell him about your comedy, how you honed it in prison. He said in prison, because Doc has done more than anybody I know. He has spent more time in prisons talking to brothers, loving on brothers, counseling brothers, just sharing with them. He's been doing it for 40-some years, almost 50 years now. Doc has been in and out of prisons all across this country. He has a prison ministry as part of his work. And so when I mentioned that you honed your comedy in some ways while you were in prison, he said, I want to hear more about this. So since he's here and we're all here, tell Dr. West and me in the audience more about that, Ali Siddiq.
So this is my thing. The first 2 years, and I really believe that I'm not utilized enough with the youth and in prison, and my story is not disseminated to them enough to understand that you can make it out of these situations, and I don't want you to start once you get out. I want you to be just like me and start while you're inside.
Yes.
So the thing, my first 2 years was, I was acclimating myself to prison. So I was fighting and trying to make my bones, so to speak, in prison. And then something just really snapped in me when what we call an old head inside, this brother named Blacksher told me, bro, you can't keep doing it like this, because out of everybody I've ever seen in here, you actually don't belong here. And then he gave me a mission, and he's like, hey man, I need you to turn these youthful brothers into productive people. And I didn't want the job. I didn't feel like that was my place. And he said, that's what makes you perfect for it, because you don't want to do it. And so I would sit down.
Sounds like Moses, Doc, doesn't it?
Isn't that the truth?
Sounds like Moses. Moses didn't want the job.
Sounds like every great prophet, really.
Yeah, they don't want the job. Go on, Brother Ali, go on. Yeah.
And so I would be sarcastic towards everything that they were doing. Like my mind snapped into, hey, this is, bruh, we here. Whatever time that you have, you're here. And I used to come in the day room and I would say things like, man, it's crazy. I'm the only person in here guilty. Every time I hear y'all talking, ain't nobody guilty. I'm the only guilty person. I said, man, y'all boys wild, man. And I would come in the day room on the Saturday, and people would be disgruntled, and I would say out of nowhere, hey man, I don't know what y'all mad for. Ain't nobody going home today. Y'all gotta live in the moment, man. And I would, brothers about to fight, I would come up and be like, hey, y'all about to fight? Ali, man, what you want? I said, man, I'm just, can I ask a question? Man, y'all about to fight? I just want to say this. Who is willing to lose this fight twice? Like, man, what is you talking about? I said, because one of y'all gonna win. Yeah. And then the COs are gonna come in here and beat both of y'all. So I'm just trying to figure out who, something. Yeah, well, y'all know when somebody trying to help y'all, man. But
that's the truth.
Yeah. So after that, it became this. So y'all want to be in the field, or you want to go to school? Because I'm gonna put this out here. You cannot be on this block and not go to school, because if you don't be in school, then you're gonna be around here stealing and creating mayhem, and then somebody's going to take your life. And I said, well, y'all have an option here, So I would lovingly and sarcastically push people towards things. And when in this environment, if you got 15 young guys on the block and 14 of them are going to some form of trade school or going to school or going to get their GD, you just seem like the lone person out. And even in prison, people want to be a part of things.
Oh yeah.
So I'm talking about the ridicule that you would get for not going to school and not bettering yourself. It makes sense to us. And then if you don't, I would hate to say that I would threaten people, hey man, I'm gonna fight you every day until you go to school. And you already know this is gonna be a hard way to go. Man, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. But do you see everybody else? Ain't nobody on your side. I just want you to understand. Nobody's on your side.
That's right.
So we would force people to go to school, and then they would enjoy it. Yeah. And I remember on Torres unit, it was a thing that we would trade books on the rec yard, and we would have young men talks, and I would do it on the day that everybody would be opposed to it. I did it on Monday Night Football, and they would still show up and then go watch the game afterwards. And I used to get upset because I would get shipped. From unit to unit. I was on 6 different units, and I went to school and to become an electrician on one unit, Bill Clemens, and this brother named Muhammad told me, he said, man, they ship you a lot. They don't know what they're doing, because when they ship you, you go to another unit and then you implement the same program there.
Hold that thought. This is getting good. This is getting good, as we say around here. They're shipping him around, and everywhere he goes, he's taking his program. He has all these brothers enrolling in school. They're trading books on the yard. I said it 3 times already today. I'll say it again. This is why I love the backstory to people's lives. I can talk about the comedy. You can go see him, and he'll make you laugh. He's on tour. I'll give you his tour dates. It's the backstory that allows Ali Siddiq to be who he is that fascinates me. More of this conversation when Tavis Smiley and Cornel West come forward. Stay tuned.
What's your quarrel with the world? You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. Iran's top leader sent out a cryptic post saying, in part, the battle has begun. Now, President Trump is reportedly considering a military strike against Iran, which could thrust the United States into a war. NBC News was with the president yesterday. Meanwhile, congressional members on both sides of the aisle are trying to stop the U.S. from getting involved in the Middle East conflict, even drafting legislation to limit the president's war power. Kool-Aid, Jell-O, and Capri Sun may soon have one less ingredient in it. That's because food giant Kraft Heinz plans on ditching synthetic food dyes from its products sold in the United States. It's a big win for Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, who pushed for the removal of these dyes. Research shows black people have a significantly higher intake of synthetic food dyes. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
Is this the title? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
A lot of tension in last night's game between the Dodgers and San Diego Padres. 4 players were hit by pitches, including Dodger star Shohei Ohtani, when home plate umpire Ryan Blakeney issued a warning to the Dodgers after Lou Trevino hit San Diego's Fernando Tatis in the 3rd inning. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts stormed onto the field to protest. The argument led to Roberts getting ejected for the first time this season. Roberts was upset that the Padres did not get a warning after Randy Vasquez hit Ohtani in the 2nd inning. By the time everybody cooled down, the Dodgers went home with an 8-6 win. The Angels shut out the Yankees for the 2nd night in a row. They cruised to a 4-0 win. Angels pitcher Kyle Hendricks had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. The Yankees have lost 5 straight and have not scored in 29 innings. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, a.k.a. the voice of reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black. This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know the United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time? Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
BET and PBS, the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and NPR, the cover of Jet and the cover of Time. #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 20 honorary doctorate degrees, a dozen NAACP Image Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. From talk shows to talk radio, nobody's ever done it better. This is Tavis Smiley.
The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info. And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sometimes he fails at fitting in, but we're okay with that. You're inside the Tavis Smiley Show.
I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say them loud, say them clear, for the whole round world to hear. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you'd see and agree that every man should be free. I wish I could give all I'm longing to give. I wish I could live like I'm longing to live. I wish I could do all the things that I can do, though I'm way overdue. I'd be starting anew.
This is my favorite Nina Simone song. I love. Ooh.
In the sky, how sweet it would be if by my heart I could fly. I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea. Then I'd sing, 'cause I know, yeah. Not sing, 'cause I know, yeah. Then I'd sing, 'cause I know how it feels.
Oh Lord, I wish I knew how it feels to be free. It's again my favorite of all the great Nina Simone tracks. It is my favorite, and we've been playing the best of Nina Simone all 3 hours of our program today, in part because June is Black Music Month. And we choose a different artist of the day, play the best of their music all 3 hours of our conversation, weaving in and out of these amazing conversations with great guests like Ali Siddiq. And I never know on any given day how this show is going to come together, but it just turns out with all 3 hours of our program today that song was the appropriate song to get us through these 3 hours today. Not that song, that Nina Simone, rather, was the appropriate artist, the right artist to get us through these 3 hours. So here we are listening to Nina Simone talking about how it feels to be free. Ali Siddiq was sharing a moment ago about being on lockdown, and yet to Dr. West and myself, Ali, it sounds like you already free in your spirit, free in your mind, free in your soul. And he and I were in that break just talking about you and celebrating. For those who just tuned in, Cornel West is actually in my studio right now. He happens to be in LA today, so he came by to see me. We're doing a thing for C-SPAN tonight, recording it live on C-SPAN, broadcast tomorrow night on C-SPAN. So he's in town, so he popped by to see me. He's in the studio with me, and we were talking, Ali, during that break about the way in which you were free on the inside already, and the ways in which you were not just entertaining your fellow prisoners, but empowering them as well. It's quite a story. I mean, your backstory is fascinating. Again, this journey of entertaining and empowering these brothers while you were still on lockdown, man.
I don't know how much y'all understand how much y'all are part of my actual story. So I'm gonna give you some more backstory, which is still to this day, no matter what I have achieved in comedy, this is still one of my greatest accomplishments. So when people think that as soon as you tell me that I can't achieve, I can't do something, this is when my mind goes into how, one, to achieve the goal and to prove you wrong, and not to prove you wrong, to prove you wrong in your mindset of doubting yourself, because the ancestors it was nothing that they didn't achieve to even get you to this point, to where we can speak, like Nina Simone say, free. So 1995, October 16th, Dr. West is speaking, but prior to that, the notice went out that there was going to be a 1 million man march. My birthday is October 17th. 2 weeks prior to that, I hear the announcement because I'm reading the paper, and it's a call to Washington for Black men. I go to my friend Lewis and I said, hey, we got to find a way to participate. And he like, but we locked up. Doesn't matter. We have to let the administration know that we're standing with the brothers on the outside. I come up with a plan that we are, if you're black, we are choosing not to eat in the cafeteria, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We will feed each other.
Wow.
Brothers saying it can't happen. And I am very diligent about this. Any black man that was on Torres Unit, Hondu, Texas in 1995 will say this is the 100% truth. Nobody that was black went into that cafeteria, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. We fed each other on the block to stand in solidarity with the Million Man March to say we are together. Even if they came from the field, whether you was working in the laundry, when you came from work, they ushered you to the cafeteria, and then the brothers wouldn't go. They would just go back to their block, and brothers who wasn't at work had food prepared for them. And I'll never forget this brother named Halim. And let me tell you, I knew this was powerful because I remember on the what they were serving that day for dinner was spaghetti. I remember it 100%. They were serving spaghetti. The administration heard about what we were doing, and they changed it to fried chicken. And it wasn't the fact that black people eat fried chicken, is the fact that this is the only time that we get a whole piece of meat. That was the point. So even though they changed it to fried chicken, everybody still stood in solidarity. And I remember the brothers who worked in the kitchen didn't even eat in the kitchen. Halim came on the block, and he had fried chicken up under his shirt, and he was dumping the fried chicken. I said, "You said don't eat it in there."
You said don't eat it in there, not out here.
And that cost the administration so much money.
Yeah.
And I knew it was powerful later on that day when the Hispanics came to us and said, next time y'all do that, we will do it with you. Ooh. Just to turn the administration on their head, because now they got to throw thousands of dollars of food away. And then they ship me.
again, yeah.
They ship me again. And it's like, yo, he has a lot of cachet with the inmates. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm one of the people that's speaking sense to them. And I know. Wow. Yes, sir.
No, you remember, I mean to cut you off. I'm just watching my timer. You remember that you saw the movie Malcolm X, Spike's movie?
Yes, sir.
You know that scene where they're outside the prison and the cops, Malcolm just turns his hand. He just turns his hand.
And they walk off. Yes.
You know this scene, right?
Oh, that's the hospital.
That's it.
Was that the hospital?
The hospital. I said the prison.
That's the hospital. Yeah.
You're right. Hospital scene.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Denzel just turns his hand, and they move, and you recall the white cop says that's too much power for one black man. Just too much power.
But brother, you were bearing witness with genuine solidarity. They could see the love in your heart. And we can see the genius and talent in your artistry that's connected to enabling and ennobling and empowering the brothers. And we do want to acknowledge Minister Louis Farrakhan's leadership at that moment. Mm-hmm. That he, and at that Ben Chavis and myself, the three of us actually, were blessed to go various parts around the country building for that. You remember we had to strike at BET. Tavis was the only show that allowed the three of us to be on. And the owner of the show, Robert Johnson, what did he cancel the show? Tried to push Tavis out.
Did push Tavis
out. We had a protest.
Yeah.
And we had a protest of 15 black leaders on the phone, and only 2 showed up. It was me and Jamal Bryan was the only. Jamal Bryan was the only one showed up. Everybody else got scared. I said, no, we are free black men. Now, I'm Jesus loving, you Allah loving, but we free black men connected to something bigger than us.
Our conversation with Ali Siddiq continues when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
Interrogating and unpacking. That's what we do around here. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Freedom is an endless meeting. So let's get back to it with Tavis Smiley.
Tavis Smiley and Ali Siddiq, and we are joined by Cornel West today. Dr. West, who's in the studio. We were just laughing, Ali, looking at my time is getting away from me, man. This hour has been rich. We're not quite done yet. It's been a rich hour. Doc and I just in here hugging each other and just in solidarity with you. And that story about y'all not eating to be in solidarity with the Million Man March is a powerful story, man. We're looking. I'm looking at your tour dates. I mean, Negro, you don't sit down nowhere. You don't sit down. I'm looking at these dates from now all the way through Christmas, basically. And we were laughing because he's everywhere. He's in Raleigh. He's in Nashville. He's in Brea. He's in Salt Lake City. He's in West Nyack. He's in Atlantic City. He's in Albany. He's in Huntsville, Alabama, Chattanooga, Greenville, South Carolina, home of Jesse Jackson. Greenville, South Carolina, Greenville, as they say it. Buffalo, New York, Toronto, St. Louis. We were laughing. I'm born on September the 13th, and on September the 19th, he's in my hometown of Gulfport, Mississippi. Yeah, man, you there a few days after my birthday. But the dates are just, you got dates everywhere. So let me just tell you this. Go to alisiddiq.com. That's spelled SIDDIQ. alisiddiq.com for all the tour dates. He's on the road a lot between now and December. Why you work so much, Ali?
I have mouths to feed and I have messages to get out.
Yeah.
And I beg of you, brothers, to utilize me as a tool to guide those that's on a pathway of destruction and those who have already been destructive to understand me. And so I tell people I'm just like them.
Yeah.
And I look like them and I have the same story as them. So sometimes it takes not just the polished and the educated, it takes those who come with a jagged edge.
Oh, no question.
And I ask and I beg that you brothers utilize me as a tool, because I am when I come speak to brothers, I'm speaking from a position of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm a regular man that just had a lot of mental fortitude, and I had to change the way that I thought.
Yeah.
I had to change the way I perceive things. And like I say, I never had to be outside, so to speak, because my mom had a job. My dad had a job.
Yeah.
I was just not mentally strong enough to not want to be a part of what I deemed at the time the cool kids, and not understanding those who were smart. Because I'm a smart person, but why did I feel the need to try to get my badge of honor outside of being on a debate team? I'm somebody who's been playing chess since I was 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My dad taught me chess at 6. Why did I put that down to want to be a part of the streets? And my mom had always told me the streets always win. Yeah, and they do.
No, yours is a story, man. I say all the time, each of us doesn't just have a story, each of us is a story. Ali Siddiq is a story. His new comedy special is called Rugged. We'll say a quick word about that before we lose him at the top of the hour when we come forward on Tavis Smiley.
For all the freedom-loving folk, this is Tavis Smiley.
I feel like freedom.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Lena Bloom for the Bail Project.
Imagine you're stuck in a jail cell and you can't afford bail, and someone offers you a way out. Just plead guilty and you can go home and kiss your kids goodnight. What do you do? What thousands have. You plead guilty whether you are or not. Cash bail makes poverty a crime. That's why the Bail Project helps those who can't afford it while fighting to end cash bail, because freedom should be free.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in focus and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
1455 Frazee, San Diego. CordellCordell.com.
Sometimes he fails at fitting in, but we're okay with that. You're inside the Tavis Smiley Show.
You are indeed, for a few more minutes here. Just 3 minutes left with Ali Siddiq, amazing comedian. Ali, my time is tight. I said I had 3 minutes left for you. Say a word about your this comedy special, Rugged.
Oh, Rugged is an account of all the non-handymen out there. Just hire somebody, brothers, or learn. We gotta start sitting down with the fathers, you know what I'm saying, and learning this stuff, man, how to do something. Just respect to the elders, because it's always some old man out there ready to teach you something if you ready to listen.
That's it. His website, once again, is Ali Siddiq. That's SIDDIQ. AliSiddiq.com for all the tour dates that I've tried to reference. I didn't get to even half of them, but he's on the road everywhere between now and Christmas. So again, that's AliSiddiq.com. Dr. West, I'll give you the last word. What you want to say to Ali, and we'll wrap this up.
I just thank God you in the world, brother. I want to salute your artistry. I want to salute your spirituality, and I want to salute your fortitude, man. It's a beautiful thing. Just sit here and take all of what you have to say in.
I didn't know, Ali, this hour was going to turn out to be this way. I knew Doc was coming in town today again for this recording we're doing tonight for C-SPAN, broadcasting tomorrow night, I should say. I knew he was coming in. I didn't know he'd walk in the studio and sit down and join in the conversation. But we've been doing this stuff. We've been connecting organically like this for 40 years. We were laughing earlier about how we found ourselves in a studio with Gerald Levert one day and ended up on his record. And another day Jill Scott came to my office and Doc was here, and we ended up in a Jill Scott music video, and now we're in conversation with Ali Siddiq. So we never know how our brotherhood is going to show up and move us in different spaces and places. But I'll give the last 45 seconds to you, Ali. I'll just say it has been our honor to have been in conversation with you, brother, in this hour.
It has been an honor and a pleasure, and I would like to say this: my manhood is fully intact. And when you see brothers that you admire, be able to celebrate them, that's not a tink in your armor. That is humble admiration. And yes, I throw my hands up again. Yes, it's him. Brother, I don't think I threw my hands up besides DMX and Bill Cosby.
And that's where we're going to leave it right there. Ali, all the best to you. You're welcome on this show anytime, but thank you for being so open and so honest and so transparent and funny in this hour. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon, my friend.
Thank you, Kings.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
Salute you, my brother.
Hey, Doc, thanks for sitting in this last hour, man. I appreciate it.
It's been rich.
For those in Los Angeles, you will hear Dr. West on his show in just a few moments from now. For those around the country, thanks for tuning in to Tavis Smiley. Back here tomorrow, Lord willing, on Juneteenth to do it all over again. Until tomorrow, keep the faith.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tammy Eswick with BIN News Now. Iran's top leader sent out a cryptic post saying, in part, the battle has begun. Now, President Trump is reportedly considering a military strike against Iran, which could thrust the United States into a war. NBC News was with the president yesterday. Meanwhile, congressional members on both sides of the aisle are trying to stop the U.S. from getting involved in the Middle East conflict, even drafting legislation to limit the president's war power. Kool-Aid, Jell-O, and Capri Sun may soon have one less ingredient in it. That's because food giant Kraft Heinz plans on ditching synthetic food dyes from its products sold in the United States. It's a big win for Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, who pushed for the removal of these dyes. Research shows black people have a significantly higher intake of synthetic food dyes. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice: continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment.